Hello. In this video, we're going to present you with our next generation courseware. We will lay out the basic concept and define some terms so that we're all using the same language, because we want your feedback and to understand what is important and helpful to you in your American government courses. In the survey that follows, please reflect on the concepts and share your reactions to the overview we are about to provide. We want to better understand how you teach American government and how we can help improve your experience when utilizing courseware. In completing the survey, you'll give us a chance to better understand how we can tailor the experience we're designing to support your courses and the challenges you face day to day in the classroom. The term digital courseware can mean a lot of things to different people. When you hear it, you may be thinking about your LMS. But what we're referring to is a curated set of instructional content, along with additional learning activities, assessments, and data reports on student learning, all delivered through a single platform. While an LMS can deliver this content, the careful collection of content and design of learning interactions that constitutes an assembled course is what we mean when we say courseware. Think of courseware as course materials that provide the core content, basic building blocks, and the learning exercises to put the pieces together to help your students come to class with the knowledge and skills they need to do well. What is the benefit to you and your students of courseware? Over the last few years, we've been listening to customers who are using our learning solutions like LearnSmart, SmartBook, and Connect, and learning from their experiences and from the student outcomes they are seeing in their courses. It's clear to us that we need to design solutions that do more than current textbooks. Students need multiple ways to learn the material. They expect a combination of text-based content and learning experiences like video, interactives, and simulations that create opportunities for more engaged, active learning. The blueprint for this courseware recognizes that each student is unique, and therefore we cannot build a one-size-fits-all solution. We want to support you and your students by crafting tools that will ensure that each student can gain the content knowledge and skills they need to do well in your courses, both in face-to-face interactions and individually on assessments. We aim to guide students into better study habits, develop their self-awareness and reflection, and helping them acquire requisite skills that can be applied in their college courses today and their future careers. We've been listening to instructors who are looking for solutions that deliver content in multiple formats to engage learners, provide flexibility for instructors to seamlessly organize and adapt to needs of their students in their courses, and support personalized, just-in-time learning and ample practice with targeted feedback. On the slide you see here are the guiding principles or pillars of our development going forward. These 7 pillars are under consideration as elements of future course development at McGraw-Hill education. But we are interested in which of these aspects is most important to you. Please take a moment to review each of the 7 pillars now, but know that each pillar will be described in further detail later on in the video, and we'll ask you questions about each. A fully digital program means having content designed from its inception for digital use rather than print. Developing content in this manner allows us to ensure that the experience is accessible, mobile-friendly, always current, and flexible. The core solution we're exploring with you here may include any number of asset types to engage students, like videos, interactions, simulations, basic skills or core skills training modules, and even embedded practice with instantaneous feedback. We are also exploring the creation of a lightweight printed component to support instructors and students in the course. This print companion might look like a nuts and bolts pamphlet, an applied workbook, or a companion reader. While this approach to the American Government Survey course focuses on delivering materials and courseware for digital consumption, we do recognize that instructors and learners are not ready to leave print behind entirely. We will appreciate your feedback on what a lightweight printed component might look like. Our approach will be more modular and flexible than traditional course materials. Rather than the 16 to 18 rigidly organized chapters found in the traditional book, our approach in this new courseware will be structured around more focused elements, or modules. One part of the study of Congress might be how and why Congress is organized the way it is. This module, which will be tightly aligned to course learning objectives, We'll include any number of learning experiences ranging from reading the core content and demonstrating understanding of that content, to videos, audio, and interactives built around maps or data visualizations. From one module to the next, there may be simulations, current events activities, or other opportunities to engage with historical sources. If you spend any time talking with instructional designers, you might be familiar with the term backwards design process. When designing courseware, we begin with the end in mind. What is it that we want students to know or be able to do at the end of their learning experience? Next, we determine the possible means by which students can demonstrate their grasp of the learning objectives. These are assessments that range from quiz questions to case studies to scenario-based activities and even written assignments. Based on the learning objective backbone of the course and with the assessments in mind, we build the content, learning experiences, and practice activities that will ensure that students are adequately prepared to demonstrate their grasp of the learning objectives. By defining the learning objectives first, we ensure that everything that is included in the course is relevant and has a specific purpose. In order to assess students' higher-level cognitive skills, the courseware will include applied assessments beyond quiz questions and learning activities. In particular, students will have the ability to demonstrate their skills through performance assessments. Performance assessments are activities that require students to apply their knowledge, think critically, analyze and evaluate sources and evidence, and so on. Examples might include case studies, decision-making activities, simulations, or other educational games. A performance assessment is connected to the instructional design component. In thinking about what students need to perform, they practice and eventually master a specific skill. Performance assessments are assignments that students need to complete to demonstrate a critical understanding of the content and mastery of necessary skills. The adaptive nature of this learning experience will ensure that each student will take his or her own path through the content and learning activities, depending on one's background knowledge and skills. For example, if a student demonstrates understanding of the redistricting process, she will next be given an opportunity to apply her understanding to real-world scenarios or data. However, if another student fails to demonstrate understanding, he will be presented with the basic definitions and explanations first before moving further ahead. Timely and constructive feedback is an essential tool for learning. All pre-built assessments, from quiz questions to case studies, provide detailed and contextualized feedback to students with explanations, and where appropriate, access to additional learning resources. An added component of using digital design is that each learning moment can be captured, and student behavior and performance can be tracked. You'll be able to receive early alerts when students aren't keeping up with their work, or if they're struggling with particular concepts or skills. You'll have the power to see how students are doing at the individual level and see patterns and trends within and across all your sections. Wouldn't it be nice to know that most of your students have the requisite understanding of party history so that you can spend more time discussing why the United States is a persistent two-party system? In addition to teaching the course content, the courseware also integrates tools to strengthen accountability, personal awareness of understanding, and better study habits. Applied learning of essential skills, such as interpreting political data, contextualization of events, writing, and critical reading, will be integrated throughout the course through scaffolded assignments, constructive feedback, and dedicated modules. That's a lot to digest, right? Please take the time when completing the survey to review each of the pillars. We'd like you to tell us what works best for your course and how can we adapt these components to better meet your needs. Thanks for listening.